It's the early 30s, the Great Depression underway, and your family, once well off, finds himself facing financial ruin or adversity. Just a bit of what happened to Elizabeth Hartzell, whose full story is now being brought to life thanks to her grandson and his longtime friend. Here to tell us about My Grandma's Diaries, our grandson and video editor, Mark McKinney, and Liz Duren, whose role is diary editor and the voice of Elizabeth.
That's me.
This is amazing. So, and you actually brought the diary.
We did.
We brought the diary, so there you go.
There you go. This is how old?
This starts in 1936, and this is the second 5-year diary that she will have. She wrote every day for 10.5 years, never missed a day. There is not a blank page in that thing.
And these diaries lasted through weather, through a lot, and they're in really good shape.
Yeah, she took good care of them.
Tell me your initial reaction when you first found them, when you first came across them.
Well, I was over at Mark's house, and he said, "Hey, Liz, have I ever shown you these things that I have?" And I looked at these old diaries, and I said, "What's the story?" And he goes, "Well, no one's ever read them." And I said, "Give me my glasses."
Right.
And then we were so enthralled with this story, we thought, oh, let's take it to social media and let's share her story with the world. And then we realized there are so many entries to read that we'd be doing the podcast for 10.5 years.
Wow.
So that's when we started a podcast, so we could really delve into the diary and tell her story completely.
And you, with your skills of video editing and all of that, you're able to put this together into a visual platform.
I've been a video editor since the 1980s, and this is the largest project that I've ever taken on. And what we really like about it is the story itself. It was the Great Depression, and her family was fine. But when she started writing these, the family was fine, but within 7 months they were living in a tent.
Wow.
It hit hard
Arkansas.
and fast, yes.
And 7-person, this is the special thing about these, is because it's everybody's story. It's a lot of people's stories. She just happened to write it down. And it is a story of the Great Depression. We had no idea that my grandmother lived in a tent, 2-degree weather. She writes in here, it's 2 degrees tonight, and, you know, I'm eating, you know, a squirrel. And just sometimes not eating. Wow. So the story itself, Liz started reading it, and we started talking about it and thought, wow, this has got to be out to the world.
Well, and in the midst of all this tragedy, she's boy crazy.
Yeah.
So
really?
she's dating a lot, and she's writing down how many dates she's had this month with this particular boy. So even in the midst of, well, I have to go pick strawberries now all day in the hot sun, she's also hoping that Tommy or Henley or Billy will swing by and take her for a Coke.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.